The rumor that Apple should unveil a television operating system at WWDC is quite interesting. Maybe they will not release a HDTV. Maybe they will go for the Apple TV instead. That little black box could fit with any TV you have at home. And if they make that little black box more powerful with a great operating system where we can use our iOS apps, the same apps that we have bought on iPad and iPhone on our HDTV. Think about it, how cool wouldn't that be? And if we also can use our Apple wireless keyboard and Apple wireless magic mouse, for example, that will be even cooler. Or maybe our iPhones as a remote, so we can play games and use apps on our TV. I think that could also be what Steve Jobs said in his biography, that he has cracked the TV code. Maybe the Apple TV will be what Steve Jobs meant. If you get a really cool TV operating system where we can run our iOS apps on, play games and so on, Siri maybe, it will be really great. So maybe that will be the big surprise that Apple will unveil on WWDC on Monday. Very exciting. The more I think of it, the more I think that's the way Apple will do it. They will not release a hardware television, a HDTV. They will release a new television operating system, nothing else. A really powerful new operating system for the Apple TV. The Apple TV will be like a small computer running on a version of iOS, their own Apple TV operating system that is compatible with iOS apps. I think that's brilliant, actually. If it will have international support with all features available for Europeans too, then I will buy it directly. No hesitation, I will buy it directly. I think that actually is brilliant. So I have changed my mind, actually. I don't think Apple will release a hardware television, their own HDTV. I think what we will see is a really cool and powerful television operating system. And I think that will be a very huge surprise on WWDC on Monday. I think many people will see that this is the thing, this is the right thing to do, this is what we will use. I mean, the Apple TV is so cheap, almost anyone can buy it and connect it to your TV that you already have. That's brilliant. So why not keep developing the Apple TV to be more powerful, more useful, more synchronized with our other devices, iPhones, iPads and Macs? Think about it. And if third-party developers can develop apps for the Apple TV, then we could have a new category, a new app store for Apple TV. I mean, we could have really great stuff. For example, here in Sweden we can have SVT Play, TV4 Play, and so on. We can have Headweb, Vodler, and all the other cool video streaming services on our Apple TV, connected to our HDTV. It will be really great. And maybe that was one of the big reasons why Apple chose to make the iPad 3 a Retina display on the iPad 3. I mean, think about it. If we have full AirPlay mirroring onto our Apple TV connected to our HD TV that uses 1080p HD resolution, then we need to have apps on the iPad with a larger resolution. Because if we do AirPlay mirroring, we want to have the apps look great on our TVs. I think it's brilliant. I believe we will have full AirPlay mirroring from our iOS devices to the Apple TV. So we can use our iOS devices to browse, navigate, play games, and so on. And Siri will of course have a big part in the new Apple TV operating system. I am sure that Apple will work for ditching the remote control. The remote control is an old device that many hates. So why not try to get rid of it? So I think Siri will have a big part in this. We will be able to navigate and browse our TVs by our voice instead. I would gladly run apps like Flipboard, Zite, TweetBot, and so on my television through Apple TV. That would be awesome. Incredible cool. The only problem is that I use my TV for my MacBook Air too, so how will I do then? If I run all iOS apps on my TV instead through Apple TV, then I can't connect my MacBook Air to it. So I'm using the TV as a display for my MacBook Air when video editing and so on. But that is a later problem for me. If the Apple TV will be this powerful, I would gladly run my iOS apps on my TV. It will be really, really useful.